start button. Start, continue, option, continue, start, continue, option, continue, continue. Welcome home, everybody. We are back. And actually, I was just looking around town, and I found another Eden and Gourd. So that's perfect. We can balance out Spaghetti. Spaghetti will be as strong as Tone now. Oh, that actually fills her water too? Awesome. Alright. So we 100% of the town. What is this? Divine Beast Cave. Why? What's the red and... What did that mean? How come the thing's not red? Blue. I would assume it's because the town's 100%. You guys ready for that YouTuber reply? How you guys doing? How's it been? I asked that in every video. Because it fills the air for a couple of seconds, and then I can do something like this where I just like ramble on. And that is actually very loud. Look at how pretty it is. What? It's Goku. Son Goku. It's not Son Goku. I don't know what the character's name is. But he's the guy from Dragon Ball Z. Ah, he's the fat guy. He talks like this. I think he talks like that. I don't remember, actually. I haven't talked in a while. It's weird. Especially since Wesley's like kind of home. Dude, we just got a panty shot. What? Who the... You must be with that monster that ruined the village. I know I'm right. I don't know what kind of voice I just gave this guy. You can't lie to me. That face of yours, it's a villainous face. Get ready, the hurt's coming. Enough already. Ah! Nice panties, dude. I was right. Diagonal? Do they have the technology? Of course they have the technology, and I freaking did it. So, actually, let's wait till we get to a dungeon for me to start rambling on. Say, you're kind of strong. Yeah. Dude, stop showing us your underwear. Look, I'm not out by a long shot. My stomach's killing me. Just wait till I'm better. See you then. Kind of a friendly goodbye for somebody you think is a villain. And hey, I'm only saying this once, so you better listen. My name is... Goku. Oh, I guess I could have kept that up. Your name is Goku. Decide. My name is Goku. Hi, Goku. Together, Super Saiyan Goku, a plate of spaghetti, and Robert, a normal human, save the world. What is this? What is this? What is this? What is this? Is that a key item? Wearing this lets you understand the language of the forest people. That's racist. Yo, so, listen to this. I made my first deck in Pokemon TCG. And I've only been collecting for... oh man, what is it, like 3 months now? So where is the tree? Okay, so that's the lake, so the tree's on this side. I've only been collecting for like, what, the 3 months that Unbroken Bonds has been out? So I don't have a lot of cards, so a lot of my cards are kind of like, you know, like scuffed. I don't have like a lot of the trainer cards that people have been looking for, like that are good to use. Ring! Exclamation mark. I don't know why they gave him such a pig nose and snail eyes. Trent. In its current state, it's helpless without water. Oh, it's you! Trent isn't the tree fairy that controls the water element. He controls water, but he can't bring it to himself. Without water, it seems like speaking is difficult for it. Robert, you're on your own. You on your own must connect to the river that was cut off here at Matataki village to revive Trent. Trent will then surely aid you in your quest. This is a village in which I saved the Atla. The village could be revived if the Atla could be found. I don't know why I'm going such weird directions with all their voices. The Atla is probably scattered around the Wise Owl Forest. You can enter the forest by opening Masataki's gate. Here. I will open the gate for you. Go and see what you can find. Listen, Robert. Make the river your priority. Connect the river to save Trent. Got it. So I made a Pokemon TCG deck, and the trainers are kind of like, you know, borked. So like I should have like 4 Cynthias, and I only have 2. I should have, well actually I just bought Ultra Balls, so I have 4 Ultra Balls now. I've only got 2 switches, which I should probably have 3 or 4. I got like 1 rescue. I got Brox in there, which someone told me was a bad idea. I don't know. I got no good cards. I got no. Isn't that the gate he told me to go through? That was the gate in the picture, right? Oh no, I'm dumb. This one. But I took that deck before I bought some trainer cards to a Pokemon night at a card shop, and I've never actually been to one. So they had a Pokemon event at like 6 o'clock or whatever, and I'm like, all right, so let's go. I go, and it's my first time to an event, so I'm like kind of nervous. And I'm like, ooh, I'm gonna get my ass kicked because I got a shitty steel deck, and right now the main focus is, oh come on, dude. The main focus is like fire cards in the meta. So like I can get my ass whooped, but whatever. I like steel types, so I want to use it. My little man. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday. How's that TikTok thing go? I don't really want to go. Our first chest was a Sundew. That's the tram oil of this area. That's lit. Yo, am I doing that right? Do I sound like a YouTuber? Yo, that is lit. And so I take my TCG deck to this Pokemon night, right? And I go there, and literally, and I know people say that like jokingly, but like the actual term, literally, 90% of the people there were under the age of 10. So I was like, I was embarrassed to one. Oh, excuse me, Bruce Lee? What is happening? Hold on, let's dispatch these foes. Okay, so I'm not embarrassed to be a nerd. Like, I wear a Pokemon Instinct shirt. Bomb these nuts. You know, I'm proud to be a nerd, but it's just like, okay, I'm at a Pokemon card night, which is kind of, you know, I've never done it before. I'm shy. But then on top of that, I'm gonna need you to stick that way up your butt, Morty. It looks like the thing from freaking Morty. But like, not only am I like, it's my first night and I'm like embarrassed to be here, but like everyone is like 6 years old. Like, I'm not like actually 6 to 10 years old. Like, oh no, am I really gonna go get bodied by like children? Because the thing is, I was walking around watching people before I fought, and I was looking at their cards, and these kids, they might be like 10 years old, but their decks are fucking stacked. These kids have more cards than I do. They have all the rare meta cards, and I'm like, what the fuck? There's no, like, there's obviously no way that they're paying for it, right? So their parents are like dishing out money for these cards, which granted, if the kid's smart enough to pick out singles, you know, it's probably cheaper than being like, Mom, I want 4 $100 booster packs. I'm sorry if I'm sniffling. My nose just got runny all of a sudden. And you know, I'm walking around and I eventually meet the professor. Because at Pokemon sanctioned tournaments, this wasn't a tournament, it was just a meetup. But I'm assuming this place has tournaments because they have a professor. So, why are there so many items? So I meet their professor, and I'm talking to her. I'm like, oh, do you want to battle? Because you're the only one right now who's an adult who I would fight. And she's like, yeah, sure. But other people have asked me to fight, so do you mind waiting? And I was like, oh, no, that's fine. So while I'm waiting, I'm like, yeah, so I'll just watch you so I can, like, you know, see how you guys play. And while I'm waiting for her to set up her next fight, she goes, you don't mind battling a child, would you? And I was like, I guess not. And so the first girl I battled in Pokemon TCG was actually like 3 or 4 years old. And it quite possibly was the most adorable thing I've ever seen. And probably the most adorable thing I'll ever witness. I'm so sorry for the sniffles. But it was like, in my head, I'm like, obviously I will play against this girl. She asked nicely, and she's cute. So I'll just like, you know, I'm gonna humor the cute little girl. But it's just, it was so funny. I'm sitting there like thinking to myself like, this would be, right? This would be the first person I played TCG against. And like, oh my god, like playing against her was so funny. Cause I can't, cause I told this to somebody else and they're like, you let her win, right? And I'm like, sadly, no. Cause I'm a ruthless warrior, but no, it's because like, you can't really like throw I got 2 Sundews. Are you guys ready to get back those things we lost? Dang it. Those guys are hard to play. Look, we could do it right now. Oh, I didn't get recovered from it, though. But you can't throw a card game like that. I'm like, I have an energy. I guess I'll play it. You know, unless I just like sit there and I don't play. You know, like I can't really throw the game. You know, I wasn't pulling like, I put this down and then I do this and I do this. It was just like, no, okay, so, you know, I play this card, your turn. And I made sure to announce everything. Like, it is your turn. And then when she was done doing her stuff, I was like, is it my turn? And she's like, uh-huh, it's your turn. I'm like, okay, thank you. And, oh my god, it was so adorable. Like, she put out Ponyta. And she's like, I could evolve it into Rapidash if I had a Rapidash. And I'm like, oh, what? You're so precious. Like, I'm happy that you're my first fight because it's just like, it's so wholesome. But at the same time, I don't want to beat up a child. Even though I beat up a child. And then I played a guy who, more my age. I will admit, I'm older than most people at that place. So, you know, kid's probably in his late teens. So I didn't feel bad about going all out on him. And it was my first time to, like, use my deck. Like, and like see what it could do. And I have a steel type and he has fairy. So I'm going up against this guy and I'm like, alright. Luckily he picked my weakness. I thought that said Komacho's house. I was like, what? We're not in that town. But yeah, so luckily the deck he chose is my weakness. So I'm like, oh, okay, thank God. I have the upper hand right now. Because this guy's got multiple decks. And I saw some of his cards from when he was playing before. I was like, okay, so I know he's got stuff. Am I not earning, like, experience or something? Oh, no, I am. That's weird. So, I'm like, alright. And I start playing against him. And, you know, like, turn 2, he's got Sylveon and Gardevoir, Sylveon GX, you know, like all these crazy GX cards. But the cool part about my deck is that I use Celesteela, and for all the people who don't play Pokemon TCG, Celesteela's GX ability is that GX Pokemon can't do damage, nor do their abilities work. So, I'm sitting there with Celesteela, and his Pokemon are literally rendered useless. And all of my Pokemon do double damage to his, except for my Celesteela, because for some reason... Oh... Chew on... What does this do? Heals all status conditions. Actually, you know what? I might save that. That sounds useful. Eat that bread tone. Actually, I should repair while I'm in here while I'm at it. You know... How do I... Okay. So... I tried building a deck that's like a meta that I... Like, not the way that I would have built it. So, like, the way that these more meta-style decks work is that they use, like, 12 energy cards. Which in my head, I'm like, how do you play with only 12 energy cards? But I'm like, alright, you know what? I'll keep it. You got all these trainer cards to force card draws and stuff like that. So I have like 30 trainers in the deck. I have 30 trainers, 13 energies, and then the rest Pokemon, which is like weird for me. So I'm like, alright, let's try this out. And when I'm playing against this guy, he's getting like pretty stacked. So like a lot of his cards like find energy cards from his deck and put them onto bench Pokemon, and you know, he's pulling a lot of GX types, and, you know, he's getting his bench set up. But at the same time, I'm sitting here, like, I'm getting really bad draws. So I have Pokemon out. Like, I have both my Celesteela GXs out, and, like, a Melmetal. But, like, I don't have any energies. Like, for some reason, I wasn't drawing them. You know, I'm going through my deck, using my trainers, like, forcing draws, getting all this crazy stuff. And I'm like, why can't I get my energy cards? So this battle like drags on because he can't do anything because he's like a pure fairy deck. And like the one Pokemon that he had that wasn't fairy, I could kill with my Celesteela. So he was just kind of like like waiting for me to beat him. And I'm sitting here like waiting to beat him by drawing my energies. But it was a pretty good match. And I won. So I'm proud of my first victory, even though he was using my weakness. I'm still gonna count it as a win, because I don't know. I was expecting to fight people with fire decks with my steel deck. A lot of people actually use fairy. I'm sorry if this is boring for people who don't play Pokemon TCG. It's just my anecdote is filled with Pokemon right now because I've been playing a lot of Pokemon Go. And a lot of Pokemon TCG. I've been playing Final Fantasy 14 as well. But you know what? I'm going to try to save that for other videos. I don't know if I want to step in these, because I might lose experience points. Status of the equipped weapon has changed. It was always thunder, wasn't it? I don't know what changed. I don't. Are those things even like worth stepping in? Yeah! Dude, Dran taught me that. You know Dran, like the mythical beast? Yeah, that guy's my homie. He taught me that. Fleefly does. I feel like she's just like more equipped to fight in this place. Because a lot of these guys are like really shitty to get like up close to. Yo, excuse me, my dude. Oh, is it gonna be annoying to teleport back to Norune Village to buy stuff? Probably not. Magical power +2, don't really need that. Alright, we can bounce. I wanna play Pokemon TCG. I play Pokemon TCG every day. I play Pokemon TCG. Oh boy. I want to play it though. I want to buy cards, but the next. Actually, what day is it? The 6th. The 6th. July 6th. It was just America Day. Alright, this boy wants Shiny Stone today. Oh, I was right. I guessed it right 2 floors in a row. If you haven't noticed, there's 3 key drops, and it's random which one he wants. Alright, let's go restock on stuff. I don't really need to restock yet, but I just want to fill up all my gauges and then buy new stuff, and I'll be ready to play a whole bunch more. Alright, so they are not hunger. Man, the durability on that weapon blows. It's strong as hell, but it's made of glass. It's what you would call a glass cannon. Oh, the blue is where I am. Okay, that makes sense. Also, would anyone be interested in watching Gungeon? Like Enter the Gungeon? Because I tried playing that the other day. I bought it when it came out. Because one of my friends is like super into it. And he was like, yo, you should get this game. It's super cool. So I was like, alright. Bought it. What do you... Ugh, Gopher, you shake. It kind of creeps me out. I need an antidote. I'm gonna sell the throwables because I don't really care about that. And I just need a repair pad, right? Guys, I don't know if you know this, but I love repair powder. I don't know why I like that mechanic so much. I find it so good. Yeah, I have Entered the Dungeon, and I played it like, you know, a million years ago when it came out. And I was really bad at it then. And I played it like 2 days ago, and I'm still super bad at it. But just to give you an idea. Sorry, I was putting on chapstick. Just to give you an idea how bad I am. I've never made it past the 2nd floor. Right? Right? Here I am, I can beat Darkest Dungeon on every difficulty. And I own it on every platform. But actually, you know what? I don't have it on every platform. I don't have the iPad version. I'm pretty sure they released it on iPad. But I have it on every other version. PS4, PS Vita, PC, Switch. And I can't beat the fucking 2nd floor in Gungeon because I'm very bad at keeping track of where I am in that game. Yo, what up, Sunday? Why are they named after the... Hold on. I want to Google why they're named after the weekdays. Why are dark cloud enemies named after the weekdays? Dark Cloud Bestiary. Find Friday. Yeah, no explanations. Alright. Also, that website I just went to was like one of those like early like 90s or like late 90s, I should say, internet websites that someone made where they just have like, you know, JPEGs that they took playing their game. And then the background's like a really weird textured like overlapping photo just all over the place. And, you know, and they have like the weird thin borders that don't actually have textures. Just like some old FAQ website someone made because, you know, they took an HTML5 class 20 years ago. Which HTML5 was probably not a thing 20 years ago. Excuse me? Sir, do you have a moment to talk to this? It's locked. Force it by saying it's explosion. Oh. Oh! What is that? Chopper, I hardly know her. 30, 40, 50. Alright. Okay. 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 It's basically... and it has durable. So it seems like it's a better version of what we're using now. I'm saying its stats are lower, yes, but that's because we've been putting stuff into the Shamshir. We haven't put anything into the chopper. What's that? Is it Brandon Rogers? Is that the guy's name? Where he throws the candy at the guy's head, and he's like, "Bitch, don't try me." Keep talking like that, and I'm gonna eat your asshole. Get the. How's everyone doing today? Oh man, I gotta get my life together, friends. Ugh, there's so much shit I want to do, and I've been extremely lazy and shitty. Life's hard. That's about the end of it. Wesley, I know you're watching this. Fuck you. Go gather me stuff in Final Fantasy 14. You're my botanist slave. Monday, Tuesday. I've been watching so much TikTok cringe and mukbang cringe. There is a YouTube channel called Internet Hellscape. And they just make cringe compilations. And I can't stop myself from watching it. Oh no. Oh. Why are they called the weekdays? And so, assumably you guys know what a mukbang is. It's a video on the internet where people eat and talk. What the fuck? Die! Thank you. So it's people eat and talk, and I've been thinking about making one, like as a joke. Cause after watching all the people do it, like do mukbangs on like the cringe videos, I was like, you know what? I could probably do that. I could probably make a cringy mukbang. But just like watching, there's so much like between the TikToks and the mukbangs, it just like it blows my mind because at no point in the production of these videos did anyone ever think this is a bad idea. Whoa! You know what? How's that? To give you what might be the best example of what I mean. There is one where a guy is in his car eating McDonald's. Standard fare, right? Review, bro. Hey, everybody. This is Running on Empty with another food review. And he eats fast food in his car, or eats it at home. But like, you know, fast food in the car, classic mukbang. So much Sundew, it's coming out my mukbang. And the dude is recording, the way he's got the camera panned is that it's only showing his seat, not the passenger seat. And in the passenger seat, you can hear someone like laughing, like really loud, but like weird laughing. Not like normal, haha, that's funny, like I'm on drugs laughing. And on the screen, text comes up and he's like, don't worry, I'm not going with her. I have a girlfriend. And I'm like, excuse me? And then every time he eats something, he'll be like, I ordered myself two. I hope you're not mad. And she's like, nah, baby, it's okay. And she's just like laughing, like weirdly. And like halfway through this video, I'm like, there's a fucking hooker in this guy's car. This man thought he would pick up a hooker and then record a mukbang video. And I was like, at what point do you think, no, that this is not a good idea? It blows. And like same thing with like certain types of cringe videos. Like people are like, Alex, you're thinking about it too hard. And I'm like, I'm not thinking about it too hard. Which granted, I am thinking about it too hard. But at the same time, it's like, it's not the fact that I'm thinking about it too hard, it's that I don't understand it. Like, that's my problem. Is that I'm like watching this and I'm like, there's multiple steps before you get to this point. Which at every point, at every step, someone was like, nope, this is a good idea. And it just like, oh boy. It just like, oh man, I can't understand it. Also, thank you for coming to another episode, everybody. I love you all. I love all your faces. Welcome back home. And remember to take care, have fun, and be safe.